let's discuss in this video what I am feeding my thoroughbreds during winter here in Australia. So what I'm currently feeding my horses is Lucerne Chaff, because the better protein in it. So the green chaff, the Lucerne Chaff. My horses will get like half a dipper. Jessie gets a full dipper because it makes her eat longer, so it gives the boys a better chance to eat all their food. So everyone else gets half one of these buckets. This is the Conky's Own Gastro Coat. It's a 3 kilo bucket. So they get half of that of chaff. And then, because Teddy hasn't got the greatest teeth now, because he's thoroughbred, his genetics, he's being fed gum nuts. Khataaf, he's the same age as Teddy, but he's in a much better state and he's super fat and he doesn't need any more weight. Whereas the gum nuts, this is better on Teddy's teeth for him chewing up, needing his hard feed to help the condition and maintaining weight, especially during these cold periods. So literally that's all that these horses get. So this is Oscar. I like to pre-make my horses meals so that when I get here, I just walk in, grab feeds, walk out and hand them out. And then once I hand out, I make them up again. They're ready to roll. I do have an issue though sometimes with rodents, but I got a ton of bait out. We did have a few rodents, like mice, a few weeks ago, but they're gone for the time being. So, and then, and then I feed, let me take this off. This is my local produce. They're the Dubbo Cool Pony Pellets. Is that what they're called? Cool Pellets. I call them pony pellets, but they're cool pellets. I get pulled up all the time at feed shop. They're like, what? So they're the pellet that I give, and I open a bag, I put them in here. This is what they look like. It's just this pellet. Unfortunately, they don't have the bag. Like, they used to come in a pink bag with all the ingredients and all the details on it, but for whatever reason, they're not doing that anymore. But I can't remember. But when I did my research and I settled on them, these were a much more cost-effective bag to buy for 25 kilos. This is like 6 years ago. They used to be $18. Now they're $25 a bag. But anyway, that's okay. That's life. But my horses do really good on these pellets. The nutrients and the vitamins and minerals and everything they need, the protein, it's really great. I just can't justify feeding big name brands. They're much more expensive versus the amount of horses that I have, whereas this pellet does the job. And I just give them one scoop. Teddy gets a little bit, just keep that in his system, just in case I run out of gum nuts one night, but he mostly gets gum nuts. And this is what the gum nuts look like. And they look like little hearts. Aren't they cute? Like a little heart-shaped pellet. I love it. The old timers. Oh, drop one. Dust it off. So that's what they get in hard feeds. At the moment, I've been feeding them once a day because my new job, everything's just a bit out of whack, and yeah. Then over here, we give them a biscuit each of Lucerne. So they get one biscuit once a day in the evenings, the hard feeds. And then I make sure that they've got 24/7 access to Rhodes Hay. This is this white hay here. This is the green, lots of protein, a bit of sugar in this one too. But this Rhodes Hay is a good filler to make sure that they're not going without until they get fed with their hard feeds, if that makes sense. The paddock is bare. It was so dry. It was very scary this year, having not much rain, so the paddock just died off. It's come back to life since we've had a bit of rain recently. We actually had snow 2 Mondays ago. Yeah, a week ago. Yeah, that was crazy. That was really cool. So anyways, so the paddock, it obviously doesn't grow because it gets so cold. Like yesterday it was minus 5.5 degrees. Bloody cold here. So it is not growing, so I always have the hay nets. I have, you know, you got hay nets, you string them up in your feed room or stable. I have a full hay net that covers a square bale. So I put 2 square bales out at a time in the hay nets, and it slows them down so they don't smash the bales out and eat them too quickly. It slows them down in the intake of that hay. But it's roughly been lasting me 2 bales 2 days. So like, putting 2 bales out lasts 2 days since it's been really cold. Plus we don't have any other food really in the paddock, so this is, it's really important to them, to my horses, to make sure they're living comfortably and they're not going without. But yeah, so in a nutshell, ladies and gentlemen, that is what I'm currently feeding my horses. Any questions? Hesitate to ask. Now, it's really important if you're struggling with a horse with weight in winter and whatnot, please talk to your vet. Firstly, do a vet check. Get their teeth done, make sure the worm is done, make sure if they need to be tested for ulcers in their guts, do that. And then talk to your produce store, your local produce store, explain your horse to them. They're very knowledgeable people. They are in touch with all these different brands, and they will most likely be able to point you in the right direction of a new feed to try. And if you're not feeding enough hay, buy more hay. Make sure that they've got 24/7 access to foliage hay or the paddock pasture. Yeah, in a nutshell, that's feeding horses during winter here in Australia. Okay, thanks for joining me. I'll see you in the next video. Toodaloos, bye. Wait up, let me look. This is what they look like. The hard feeds all made up. That's Shrek, Khataaf, Jessie, Teddy. See, can you see the gumnuts? This is the gumnuts, and then this is the other pellet. The other pellet. Yeah. So Teddy's the one that gets 2. There's the Oscar's feed. And there's the gumnuts just there. My Lucerne Chaff stacked up just there. This is a close-up of what Lucerne Hay looks like. And then here's a close-up of what the Rhodes Hay. The white hay and the green hay. Yeah. Yeah. All stacked up, ready to rock and roll. Yeah. Oh, and there's my pellets. I love a full feed room.